What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee back with the news, some hip hop news, man. And before we really get really into this story and topic and touch on everything here, I just gotta say how dope it is that Nas is getting the shine and just winning the way that he is at this stage of his career and his life. You know what I'm saying? Here in 2020, 2021, 22. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so dope. Period. It's dope for hip hop. Like, comment and let me know if y'all feel the same way. You know what I mean? When I saw it just the other day that King's Disease 3 was on the way, I was like, yo, this is lit, man. As you know, this is the third album in this series. All of them are exclusively produced by Hit Boy, which we saw Hit Boy do that with Benny the Butcher. Some other artists out here like Hit Boy got them beats, you know what I mean? With the game, um, the Drillmatic project, it was a few Hit Boy joints on there, and he really tried to rock with that to revive his career. But as we know, the whole Black Slim Shady thing and just the way the whole rollout to his project, as we covered on the channel numerous times, it was just all a major L and just fucked up. You know what I mean? Where he could have just went the music route and let the music speak for itself. But you know what I mean? When you got Whack 100 out here guiding your career, it's never gonna go good. It's always gonna be, you feel me? But real talk, man, Nas dropped these projects back to back to back. And what's the other one? Magic as well, which I believe is also a Hit Boy exclusively produced jump off. They all been fire. And if you guys remember, Nas dropped the Magic one right around Christmas time. Like, this is just lit. You know what I mean? Nas dropping that good music. On King's Disease 2, we saw the long-awaited Eminem collab. You know what I mean? And listen, I think, even for a lot of the hip-hop heads that may not necessarily fluck with Eminem like that, I think most will agree, like, that track was fire. You know what I mean? And we had Erick and Parrish on there. And I don't know, I just thought Nas and M came together in a major way. Like, always wanted to see that collab, and it was fire. We previously had seen Nas on an Eminem produced track where M was on the beat on 8 Mile soundtrack, but never them flowing on the same track, and it was lit. But Nas killing it in the rap game, dropping these albums again, like I said, back to back to back. Getting the Grammy, and obviously, you know what I'm saying. Grammys ain't everything in the hip hop world, but it's still dope to see an artist get it. And when Nas got it, I don't know, it's just like, again, it's just a big win for everybody, I think. But here we go. King's Disease 3's out. Tap in and let me know if you've listened to the whole thing. I definitely got to listen to this jump off ASAP. Maybe I'll try to do some tonight on the dive when I get up out the office and we could listen to some tracks together. Let me know if y'all would be interested in that or whatever. But, the album's out. I'm hearing good reviews so far. I haven't heard the full thing, but there's a couple other storylines hitting in the news right now, and I'm a bit confused by one of them, and that is this whole Pete Rock beef, right? And I reported on this a while back within the past year or whatever, and it was a bit confusing because it's over the World Is Yours track. You know what I mean? He produced it for Nas, and apparently he claims he didn't get broke off properly, and he's supposed to have some like ownership publishing over the song as well, and like he just ain't get paid. But what never really made sense to me is, from my understanding, for one, this is from 94. This is all these years later. Why is he just getting to this now? But hey, if that's the way he wants to rock, that's his prerogative. But what was confusing to me and a lot of the other fans when we talked about this before, they were like, yo, that sounds like a label thing. Why is he coming for Nas? You know what I mean? Is like, I don't get it. And some cats were commenting and were like, yo, Pete Rock's a legend, which of course, like, he's the truth as well, going all the way back to, the Pete Rock and CL Smooth music and all that. His beats are amazing. and all that. But some cats were like, yo, Coffee, if you peep it on social media, he kind of be all over the place sometime. And that's what seems was going on here as well as on this album, Nas addressed this. And it seems like Pete Rock is really in his feelings about it. The song's called 30, right? And I guess Nas, or I'm sorry, no, that's the one where he mentions Jay-Z. We got to talk about that as well. Um, what does he say? My bad, y'all. To Hove, he says, um, or superhero material, rap star status, premiere album still might happen. Oh no, this is the Pete Rock part. I wonder why Pete Rock would act like that. That type of behavior makes me give rap right back. So the Primo mention, we got to touch on that. Obviously, there's been discussions many times of, a Nas and a DJ Premier project, which would be lit. Like how we were just talking about Nas and Hit Boy Lincoln, um, and Hit Boy Lincoln with other artists for full projects. Don't forget Primo and Royce the 5'9" did that on those Prime albums, which are just an amazing masterpiece hip hop work of art. Nas, we've always wanted, like, again, we're talking about just good music and just hip hop. Like, that would be amazing as well. Never forget one of my favorite Nas songs of all time, which there's so many, it's hard to really just say that, but Nas is like, produced by Primo. Just classic. I don't know. There's something about those Primo beats that just, man, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he also mentions Jay-Z too. I don't got those bars in front of me, but from my understanding, he like just kind of refers to Hove that they text still and chop it. As we know, they been squashed the beef, ended up collabing together on that DJ Khaled project, which it was like, you know what I mean? What comment y'all with your thoughts? You guys remember that, right? Nas Hove on DJ Khaled, like it was a good track, but it was just, you know, when we talking about Nas and Jay, it just wasn't what a lot of the fans, myself included, really wanted to see from a collab from them. But getting back to what we're talking about here, Pete Rock, like, so you heard that there, right? Why would Pete Rock act like that? Makes me want to give rap right back, like, why is he tripping off this old track from 94? Why did it take all this time? Why is he coming at me instead of, the label, etc.? And it was very odd. I also got to throw it out there too. I don't know if you guys recall, there was not long before that was hitting the news that Pete Rock was coming for Nas, putting together a lawsuit. There was, reports about some with Pete Rock and Diddy with some old, dispute over a beat or something as well. So I don't know, but this is where it gets like a little confusing to me. And I'm just kind of like, yo, what in the fuck is going on? Like I said, like cats told me on my previous video, Pete Rock just gets kind of out there on social media sometime. Well, with obviously, you know what I'm saying? We know with this Nas dropping a project, it's hitting in the news. Cats is going to be blogging about it, tweeting about it, talking about it. I don't know. I guess it's getting under Pete Rock's skin because people, what he said, and this is a dude who's on social media all the time. It seems he's really in his feelings. He says, I will be deactivating my Twitter sooner. Uh, sooner than soon. So whatever I'm trending about, I do not care. Which is like, yo, you must, right? If you're coming with this response, you know what I mean? I ain't even trying to diss Pete Rock. This is just like, for real, y'all comment and let me know what you think's going down here. But he says, y'all have a good evening. To all my real fans that genuinely love your boy, get ready for a barrage of the dopest music you're gonna hear in hip hop. Peace, strong producer. Which, what another thing regarding Pete Rock, a lot of people are talking about right now is a track he produced for West Side Gun. You know what I mean? People have been tweeting about that a lot, and West Side Gun definitely show love to Pete Rock as a legendary producer. And PP said he responded to someone else too, saying, I wonder why you believe everything you see and hear, LOL. Some of you are just plain old ridiculous. How dumb is it when someone don't even know you passing judgment on something you know nothing about? How dumb is this post? Y'all believe anything I find. Now, whatever tweet he was responding to there has since been deleted. So I don't know what the fuck what that was about. But I mean, regarding all this going down right at this time, I'm sure it ties into this Nas situation some way. Someone said something about it. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I don't know, man. What do y'all think about that? Why is Pete Rock so in his feelings? Like I said, this dude's on social media all the time. Now, people got something to say about Nas responding to him, wanting to sue him, and he just got to get off Twitter. And then we got to point out too, like he didn't delete his account. I don't know if he still plans on it. I don't know, man. But it's always a bit interesting to me, like when you see cats like who made it. You know what I mean? They're getting money and all that, and like they really let social media do them in like that. Like I don't know, man. So tap in. Let me know your thoughts about all this. Like I said, oh yeah, and Pete Rock is a legend. Period. Ray the Rugged Man threw that out, and Pete Rock responded to him and said, "Hey, bro, so are you. In due time, it's Godspeed until we meet in the lab." So, you know, Ray the Rugged Man want to show Pete Rock some love when he clearly sees as well Pete Rock going through it. You know, like trending because of this ish with Nas. Ray the Rugged Man just trying to show some support, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, man. It's a wild situation. But other than that, on this King's Disease project, one more thing I want to talk about hitting the news regarding Nas. We know, MC Serch played a major role. You know what I mean? In putting Nas on and all that. Y'all remember when on what was it, Takeover, when Jay and Nas were beefing, when he said something like, I know who I paid, dog, Searchlight Publishing or whatever like that. Yeah, it was a little jab, like Serch was getting over on Nas or whatever, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like Serch was exploiting them or something. But from my understanding, they've always remained cool, always remained good money. You know what I mean? I believe Nas, the deal, like he's remained with Columbia um, for many many years or whatever. And I think I haven't really heard Nas complain about record deal too much. And on Drink Champs and all that, Serch talked about the deal that he brokered for Nas. You know what I mean, with the label. From my understanding, it was a pretty good deal. So I think, you know, I think that they got a good relationship. Y'all remember that old track too, that "Back to the Grill Again," back to where Nas came on there talking some ish like I bust ill guns at nuns or something like that. That's a wild old collab between them. But anyways, he's got some bars where he mentions him, and he says about, I guess, him selling some of his um catalog or publishing, which is why we've been seeing that happen a lot with artists, them doing it themselves or people who own the rights to their music selling it. And I guess that's what Pete Rock did with a portion of Nas's publishing or something. But it seems Nas is cool with it because Nas says, "Peace to Search. How much the catalog worth? I made it so many. Can I have a piece of what I earn? Push it to the max. Now it's maximum returns." And that's on WTF. What the fuck? Shaking my head. WTF. SMA. So what do y'all think? Is that kind of a shot aimed at Serch or what? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because the media is picking that up like he's letting Serch know he's cool with it. But then at the same time, the way it sounds like he does say peace to Serch, but he's like, yo, what's the catalog worth? Like, can I get my piece of my own ish? I don't know, man. The rap game, the music game is crazy. This we know. You know what I mean? We see Diddy, Mace, the Locks, all these different artists, those little back and forth over publishing, man. Shit is crazy. But with that being said, I'm gonna close this thing out. Again, let me know if you've heard the whole project. Let me know what you think about these little shots or references to different individuals Nas makes here. And let me know what you think about this this Pete Rock situation. Again, I still don't get why he's coming at Nas rather than the label, why it started all these years later, and why he's like so in his feelings right now and wants to delete his Twitter is odd to me, man. So, with that being said, I'm gonna close this out. But bottom line, aside from all that ish, it's just so dope. Like, is there anyone out there that been in the game as long as Nas had, who's had this just, I don't want to say reemergence to his career because Nas never fell off, but just really winning like this and having all this momentum this late in his career? You know what I mean? Like, it's just lit to see Nas out here winning. And, in turn, the fans win, hip hop wins, music wins, everything wins. You know what I mean? And we can't also not mention Nas doing a lot of business as well, successful business too, with NFTs and what's that, venture capitalism and all that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of cats get involved in different deals, but Nas is being successful at these deals as well. So big shout out to Nas. Like, this is just lit as a fan to see all this transpiring in 2022 going into 2023. So thanks for watching. Sub up. Let's talk in those comments. As always, y'all, if you're new over here, the comments is what it's all about on J Coffee Talk. Tapping in with y'all. So let's talk, y'all. Peace.